Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath, and I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And this reading is going to be for Gemini for the month of August of 2016, and what I've done for you is I've pulled 4 cards for the month, and we're going to use the bottom card for the overall view of the month. I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll probably intertwine through the month or some particular situation that you're dealing with. And since I'm not an astrologer, I looked up the astrology for you, and it's in your 3rd house, and that would be like trips to nearby places, all of your relationships in general, your neighbors, your kin, like brothers, sisters, all forms of communication, like letter writing and study and junk like that. And I've picked a few, or I've thought of a few words for you that keep flashing in my head for this month. And before I give them to you, I want to give a little message about been having trouble with the sound quality on the videos, and I wanted to thank all of you that contacted me. There was about 10 of you that told me that the sound was too low, and I want to thank you all for your advice and your help, and I'm glad most people could hear them. But I was gifted with this little microphone over a month ago, and I used them on the videos. Used it because of the sound quality issue, and instead of putting it on my shirt because it wouldn't connect, I sat it on the table in front of me, and I checked the videos, and it seemed like it worked fine. So I left it there, and obviously some of you it didn't work for, so here it is. Well, hope I keep it there. But the words that I was getting from Spirit before I started the reading, there was about three of them. It was to be open, to be honest, and the word forgiveness too. I believe because when we can forgive in the right manner or hold ourselves in the right manner, perhaps everything in our lives fall into place a lot better for us. What they were impressing me for is a lot of this seems to be work and relationship oriented for the month. And the first card that I got, and this is a general reading, and I'm an empath, so when you hear me say we are now all Geminis out here. We're all named Frankie. There you go. Anyhow, the first card, the bottom of the deck card, was the Knight of Cups. And knights are usually messenger cards, is the way I think of them for the most part. And the Knight of Cups, that would be an emotional thing. But in this case, this knight is in reverse, right? And it's kind of funny, like if has to do with relationship for us for the month, this is the love 'em and leave 'em knight. So male or female, it's a person that is around you or in your life, a situation that maybe you want or think is good, but they're kind of like superficial. So if they're telling you these knights, if they're telling you, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I'd be looking to see who else, if it does that they're loving, loving, loving too. If it comes up in a relationship type of scenario for us. But this particular night, when it's upside down like that, it's showing me that there may be a little bit of misinformation going on around me, that I want to keep my heads up, and pay attention to it. So Geminis are very intelligent, creative people. So, and I believe this because of the next card I'm getting, and no one is going to pull the wool over your eyes, right? So, or our eyes, let's put it that way. I believe they are very inspired. We're very inspired people, very creative people, because of the very first card we have coming up is the Eight of Pentacles, and it is in the upright position. This is a card of someone who's a craftsman, and they work really good at what they do. But right now, when we have this Eight Pentacles in here, it's like I have an old skill that I am acquiring a new skill to add to it. So maybe some of us are getting a promotion, or we're going to change the way we operate, or business affairs, or look into financial situations that are going on around us, and and maybe not give our money to this Knight of Cups in reverse if he's love it and leave it kind of person. But there's like a message that's coming at me that probably isn't in the month of August like fully disclosed. Let me put it that way. Because there's another card coming up here, and it's the Five of Pentacles, and some people think this is the most horrible card in the world, but oh my God, they're beggars on the street and in a snowstorm. And although it's not an excellent financial card, and it is one of the few pentacle cards that means troublesome, it's saying heads up, pay attention, because we need this new skill here to develop something, take it further in our lives, and to make sure we use wise judgment with our financial resources, and especially with this Knight of Cups here, character in reverse, if it is a person around us. So what they're saying is, Gemini, hold on to your money, pay attention to what's going on, develop this new skill, be open, be honest. What they're saying is, I get inspirations all the time, but to look around at my life, because we have a couple cards like this. Look around at my life, because the next card that's coming up here is the Ten of Wands. And when I see this Ten of Wands, and one of the other signs had this, and I believe it was in reverse, right? But this Ten of Wands is a heavy burden, someone who's carrying a heavy load. And when I see this Ten of Wands, if this has to do around a relationship issue or a work issue, because we have these Pentacles cards here, this is the card of perhaps I'm carrying everybody else's burden. Or if it's in a family situation, sometimes, everybody puts things on our plate because we're the one that'll handle it. Or if it's a work situation, is everyone around me accepting and doing their own individual responsibility, or am I cleaning up after everyone? Am I taking on their responsibility, my responsibility? Sometimes this can get a little overwhelming, and especially since they're showing this Eight of Pentacles here, it's someone who's, doing well and adding an additional skill, in their environment or their work environment, or you could be adding a skill in your relationship, because this is about, all forms of communication for the month, and, paying attention, stand in the power, wise use of funds, so we're going to watch our money. If it's in a relationship and I'm handling all the responsibility for the relationship, really, why? If it is at work and I'm taking up everybody's responsibility on my team, or in my career, why? If it's supposed to be passed down the line, pass it down the line. Because we want to free ourselves to be able to add this new skill, and to be able to, because it feels like there's a little bit of a shaky situation, like underlying, either it's relationship or it's career, with all these Pentacles and the Ten of Wands card, two Pentacles, Ten of Wands, two Cups, and the Knight of Cups is upside down. So they're saying, really pay attention and keep your heads up, you know, around how much of the burden am I carrying, you know, am I communicating appropriately with people that love me? Don't let those communications deteriorate, because remember, the Knight of Cups up is a messenger card, and it's a messenger bringing love to you or good news to you that is of an emotional nature. And we want to be able to accept things like that, you know, honestly and openly and willingly. But if someone's pulling the wool over our eyes, obviously not, you know. So each of us are individuals, and I would advise you to look at your moon sign and your rising sign to get a more in-depth view of all of this, because the next card here, you know, might be a little tough this month, and we don't want to go around displaying a negative attitude or fighting or arguing when there's no reason for it, because we have that forgiveness word that Spirit was giving us first. Because the next card here is the Five of Cups, and we have two fives here, you know. So, and this cup, Five of Cups, to me, this person's crying over spilled milk, you know, like something that they feel that they have lost. I don't want to cry over the spilled milk. I want to look and see what's left. What is left over? What can I use? How can I develop with what I have? And I'm going to move forward. And, you know, I'm going to keep a heads up about who I let in my life and why I am letting them into my life. You know, we don't sometimes, they just said the best choice is to delay real vital decisions right now. If it has to do around my work or my relationships, to take a pause, right? Because those three cups are laying down, you know. So if it's friends, family, you know, husband, wife, whatever, there are two cups here standing, you know, and there can be good things that come out of this if the burdens are shared. And they're saying that again. If these loads, these burdens are shared, whether it's relationship-wise, career-wise, however it's coming, when the load is shared and I'm not taking a larger portion of it without reason, because, you know, with this Knight of Cups here, there could be superficial reasoning why I'm being led to take a bigger burden, and it looks like, you know, turn around, Gemini. Turn around. Look at those two cups that are right behind you, because not everything is lost here, you know. And obviously, with this Eight of Pentacles, we are in a good situation, right? If it is handled in the right manner. We're in a good situation if it's handled in the right manner. So when I see this Five of Pentacles here, I don't want to waste funds or put myself in a situation where I'm wasting funds, which could be this Knight of Cups character here. So I don't know exactly, because we're all individuals, you know, but this does have to do in the third house matters. It does have to do with total relationships in general as a whole. So we have two good things standing behind us. We have a skill or a talent that we're adding on to a skill that we already have, and we are like some of the most creative people that are in the card deck, you know. We got a lot that we can give, and we're honest. Inspiration hits us. We have an ability to move forward, but it's almost like, don't fall for anything that's superficial or a get rich quick scheme or something like that. And don't take any of this negatively. Just take my own responsibilities for my own self. And it certainly seems like it's going to work out. So they're kind of saying no fighting, no gossiping, no, keep your nose clean, Gemini, because there's something going on here that's a little weird, and it feels almost as if I don't have all the information that I need, to look at everything, or if I do have all the information I need, then I need to face it, like that. Each one of us are individual. Like I said, look at your moon and rising sign, and get your heads up from there, because we don't want to get anywhere near that. But like even with the Five of Pentacles there's help behind the closed doors. There's help. So if it is something financial, there's always help behind the closed door. If it's a burden that I'm carrying and it's not all mine, pass it on, Gemini. There you go. Pass it on. Let's see what it is here. Oh, you must be getting your new skill for this came up last month for someone. It's life purpose. It must be acquiring a new skill to add to something that I already know. It could be for a spiritual purpose also, when this shows up like this, and they were saying inspiration and openness. So I could be acquiring a spiritual tool too, to add to my little handy dandy bag of tricks, But I couldn't even develop a spiritual tool unless I, make others handle their own load or their own share of the load. The lessons or whatever's happening now that's bringing this together is life purpose. It says the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus on serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. And since we're acquiring a skill, and they're telling us to keep a heads up, about the people around us, and they're almost telling us, if something's superficial, if this is a relationship and this is the love them and leave them type, I might want to leave them before they leave me, kind of look at it real clearly if it is about a new relationship or something that I'm bringing into my life like that. If it's not on the up and up and hasn't ever been on the up and up, don't think it's going to change. Now, that's kind of like what is coming off of that Knight of Cups card. So if it's somebody at work that's just wooing you or whatever, like turn your back on them. If it's their job, give it to them. If it's a love relationship that's superficial, don't be handing over your bucks to it. Really seriously. Let's see what the extra is here. It says this card comes a reminder that you don't need to struggle to find your life purpose. Don't worry about how to make good money. That's your little Five of Pentacles here and your Eight of Pentacles here. Don't worry about how to make good money in a meaningful career, and don't concern yourself with quitting or starting jobs or professions. Instead, follow the path of your natural desires, your natural talents and passion, with the full intention of bringing joy to you and to others. Your life purpose doesn't need to be defined or pinpointed. It's a process, not a category. And the additional meanings are: give all the worries about money or career to God and the angels. You're on the right path towards your life's purpose. Focus one step at a time with respect to your life purpose, and release all the fears about the future to the angels. What you're doing right now is part of your life's purpose. So this Messenger card, we want to turn this Knight of Cups right side up, because it would be a good, loving, truthful, emotional message, right? If it's right side up. So heads up, Gemini, for the month. Don't look at the couple that spilled in front of us, these Five of Cups here. Look at what we have still, which is a good thing. what we have still is a good thing. They're still upright, they're still full, nothing spilled out of them. Well, Gemini, that's your reading for August of 2016, and I wanted to tell you thank you for all of your likes and your shares and everybody that's subscribed. And if you want to know more about me, the website address is down below this screen, or if you'd like to set up an appointment with me, all the information's there on the website. And I want to thank everybody for your comments and all the time that you've taken to spend this with me, and for all of you that have set appointments. I've just had so much fun, and I can't tell you how much I've appreciated meeting all of you. And I want to thank you once again for your time, and hopefully I will see you all in September. Bye-bye.